The last couple of years I've been on a bit of a journey trying to find a field watch to put into my collection. I've gone through watches that are really affordable, I've gone up to sort of Swiss brands, I've bought some watches that should be absolutely amazing and should be in my collection, but all of them have been sold. What is really strange is what might end up being the right watch, the right field watch in my collection, is a Timex. Hello, you're watching James. My name's James, you're watching me, and I'm talking about watches. And today I'm talking about the Expedition Scout from Timex. Now, I have actually wanted to own Timex watches before. Every time I see people talking about them, they are very positive. However, for some reason, I think I've had the idea that these sort of quartz watches from Timex are probably sort of more on the affordable range. And when I'm buying affordable watches, I feel like there's other watches that might be better for me, other mechanical watches that might suit my lifestyle better. However, now that I've actually got this Timex in hand and on wrist, I'm now starting to think that I really should have started buying Timexes prior to now, because this one has turned out to look so much better than I expected, feels so much nicer on wrist, and it has really surprised me how much I've really liked it as soon as it has arrived. So today, I want to show you my Expedition Scout in a first impression style video. Let's flip the camera around and let's check it out. So Timex is known as affordable watches, and this one here was even more affordable for me because I ended up buying it used. It comes across like it's brand new, but it was a used version, so I saved a little bit of extra money. Hence why there's no packaging, because this one didn't come with any packaging. But when it first did arrive, there were 4 things that stood out to me. And the first thing is something that I sort of expected from a Timex, and that's when you close your eyes and you listen to the tick. It is a very loud ticking watch, so much so that I can sort of hear it from all the way back here, or even if I've almost got my arms down by my sides whilst wearing this watch. Outside, not so much. Out adventuring with this Expedition Scout, perhaps where it's meant to be, where this one is meant to be living, it's not an issue. But the second thing that stood out to me straight away was the case. The case on this watch is brilliant. It's like a sort of a matte finish to it, like almost like a bead blasted finish. I don't know, I kind of expected this to be a really affordable sort of case. Cases tend to be one of the things that sort of do get sort of downgraded when you're looking at a really super affordable watch. This one here, this feels like a much more expensive case. It's really nice, love the texture, love the details, just comes across really well. Third thing that stood out to me is something that's been standing out to me about a bunch of watches recently, and that is this yellow accents on the dial. I now own a few watches with yellow accents on the dial. Apparently I like that, because I think it looks absolutely brilliant. Just that splash of yellow, nice little sort of arrowhead as well on the second hand, just really gives this a big lift, and I really, really like it. But the fourth thing that stood out to me actually is the strap. Again, an affordable watch, where you think they will sort of cut corners on certain things, and a strap is definitely one of those things that you would think they would cut corners on, is actually being produced really well, and it's really nice. There's no reason and there's no way that I'm going to be swapping this strap for another one, because it suits the watch and it's a lovely quality strap. Now, the loud ticking is fairly loud, but I can tell you right now, as soon as you get past that loud tick, everything about it feels like a really good watch. It's a nice size, it looks great. I love the dial layout, I think that's very nice. Has a bit of a simple case back, but that's exactly what I'm hoping for from these watches. You don't need anything too special there. And as I said, a really nice fabric strap. And as I look down on this watch on my wrist, there's a thought that I keep having. I keep thinking about the Hamilton field watches that I've owned. I keep thinking about the microbrand field watches that I've owned. I keep thinking about some of the affordable Aliexpress field watches that I've owned. And I think I like this one better than all the other ones that I have tried. And that surprises me because it's a quartz Timex. So I'm being quite interested to see how I go with this one over a longer period of time. So of course, I'm going to be doing a full in-depth review of this one in about that 4 to 6 week mark. But whilst we wait for that one, how about we check out one of these videos next?